What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today, we're focusing on the NHL suspending John Scott for 7 games with regards to because of his hit on Louis Eriksson. I like the suspension. I think it's fair. There wasn't an elbow there. Obviously, it was a dirty hit. He deserved 7 games, but people are arguing for 12 or 15 games. There wasn't an elbow. He really does have no prior history. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things people talk about his prior history. It's like a guy that always gets away with something, and then they catch him doing something, and there's nothing there. It's kind of like that. We all know the kind of player John Scott is, or the kind of player he's not. Which he's really not a hockey player. Let's be honest. He just happens to be 6'8" and beat people up. But I think it's a fair suspension. People are saying, well, you ban him long because he's not a real player. But, you got to be fair to everyone. Regardless if you're John Scott or if you're Sidney Crosby, the statute of justice has to be the same. It's the protocol. It's how you have a free society in the real world, quote unquote, and how you have a functioning disciplinary system in hockey. So it's a 2-for-1 thing. I like the suspension. Think it's fair. Obviously, Buffalo isn't going to miss him, or they might be missing. I mean, goddamn, they could be the first line center in a week, given the way they're selling off assets. But I like it. I think it's just a good, fair punishment. Let him atone for his sins, and just think about the consequences of his actions. And I think it sets a precedence for the rest of the league. But like I said, as dirty as the hit was, there wasn't an elbow. So, and I hate to keep using this excuse. Scott's 6'8". I mean, he's the second tallest player in the history of the league. Most of his hits are going to be pretty high. That was always my defense of Chris Pronger was, he's 5-6 inches taller than your average player. So his hits will come up a little higher. Obviously, you got to be cognizant of that if you're the guy doing the hitting. But, I don't think there was malice in Scott's intent when he threw that hit. I think he should have been smarter, but if he was smarter, maybe he'd be a halfway decent hockey player. So anyway, that's all for this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the 7-game suspension handed out to John Scott by the NHL. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.